So, what's your name and where are you from?
Gabby, and I'm trying to go by Muse Me, and I'm from Michigan, but I was raised here in Atlanta, so.
How long have you been doing art and what inspired you?
Since I was like 5, and my sisters inspired me, but also my mom heavily, because she's just always been like into plants, and like they have a garden, so it's just been, yeah. My parents are pretty country, so I guess country living.
Yeah, and so how would you describe your art?
I would describe it as like weird, but also like comforting, because I feel like in the everyday norm, like I want something that's just like so obscure that makes you feel comfortable that you're weird, you know? I don't know. That's, yeah.
No, that makes complete sense. And
Cool.
do you want to give us like a backstory of one of your pieces?
So this one honestly has to do with just like my imagination and just like obsession with oranges. And I love the sun, I love crystals, I love just bright things that just kind of exude the different energy other than just the norm. I don't know, I always try to create like a different character or someone that, I don't know, if I like saw them walking down the street, I'd be kind of like freaked out. But yeah, that's kind of my inspiration, I guess. But I also am inspired by like just our culture, like the grills, crystals, the gauges. I don't know, anything that makes you different, I think is the dopest thing possible. So.
I love that, honestly. I love that. And so do you think, were you like naturally talented or did you have like a mentor?
My sister is my mentor, but I do feel like I'm naturally talented. Like there was a point when she kind of like felt like my art was going in a different direction other than like the norm, and it just kind of like started to push itself more and more, and every time I work on something it's like I'm not satisfied until like it's, you know, yeah, chef's kiss.
No, that makes sense. And what advice would you give to upcoming artists?
Just because people don't buy your work doesn't mean it's not good. Like your work is dope regardless of who buys it.
And specifically about art communities, what would you like to see better about them?
Community. Even though I have anxiety, it's really like hard to connect, but when like my community gets together, we always have a really good time, and I think it's important that we like talk about the tough shit. So, our stuff. Yeah.
I agree. And do you know anything about NFTs and would you get into them?
I don't, but I want to learn about it, I guess, but I hate technology, and honestly, like the real thing, if someone could buy a painting from me versus buying something digital, I would appreciate it more. I don't know.
And what's next for you as an artist?
Next is getting my work into galleries and trying to work towards owning my own gallery one day. Yeah.
And when did it switch from like a hobby to a career?
Probably like sophomore year in high school. I just stopped caring about like cheerleading or any of the other sports or anything that I was doing, and art was like literally my grind. It didn't matter how tired I was, I would just do it. So I don't know, it's literally like not a choice anymore. So.
And how did it feel when like you sold your first piece ever?
It hurt. It hurt. It was a good hurt, but I don't know. Every painting I make, I don't want to let go. It's just hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, how can we follow you on your journey? Like, what's your Instagram, your Facebook, Twitter?
Muse.me is my Instagram, and I'm also on Facebook, but I don't use it. So yeah.